Okay, so Dad had an eye appointment, so I'm starting late, and that means I am going to be doing I'm going to be doing shorter streams. I'm still gonna take a break. I'm gonna spend about literally an hour and 10 minutes. So at 2:40 I will break. I'll break for approximately 10 minutes, 2:40 to 2:50, and then 2:50 to 3 to 4 o'clock. And so hopefully I can work until 4, and I'm going to break in 15 minutes for 15 minutes. So with that, I should go ahead and just get started here. And we are finishing, well, we're trying to finish chapter 5. Let's see here. Do 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 do. Ba 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 ba. Okay. Everyone. Wait and okay. But I'm going to attempt to finish chapter 5. Okay. I said to put that in text. Let's go ahead and open the thing. You know the thing. Read it. Okay. So a briefly for the wine and cheese. Okay. Here, let's just do that. And I'll just write some stuff. After coming up of the stairs, she looks to her right and just notices to the right and left. To the right doesn't appear to hold anything interesting, just more walls, more wine cases. There we go. And then to the left, uh, the, the princess can see what looks like a small tasting alcove. I'll say tasting alcove, with that, capitals, so it's like an official name. And when she twists around, you can see that the wine cellar goes off behind the staircase. It Wait a second. I did that wrong. Okay, I did that wrong. Escape. Okay, we can leave that. That's all right. That means it's gonna add more crap here, and help us mind. She managed to get free of the rope binding her. The princess climbs. and finds the kitchen door locked and locked. Let's say locked and blocked. I know it kind of sounds funny, but it just means that there's a guard there. When she comes back down, she looks left, right, and behind her. Let's do this. To her left, she sees looks to be facing an alcove. And the right holds more wine cases. Looking behind her, she sees the wine cellar stretching out into the darkness. Okay, if it wanted to continue, hit 1, 2, explore what's behind the staircase. Hit 2 to check out the tasting alcove. 0 to quit. Okay. Okay. And this is going to be very easy. Yeah, actually, let's delete that because we do already have. Okay. And then here is just a simple looking. I mean, I don't have to describe it as a tasting alcove, but I could describe it as a couple tables and stuff. Looking at a few small tables and a few chairs. Actually, wine cask, huh? Right, wine casks that serve as tables and a few chairs. When she gets to let's see, the princess goes left, and then when she gets to the end, she sees a few upturned wine casks. They seem to be doubling as tables, as there are a few chairs around. One has a cheese board, has a cheese wheel with a knife sticking out of it. Another has Yeah, that'll be another thing when you have inventory, right? She sees the tasting alcove. Well, most adventure games, you pick up anything that's not locked down, right? Anything that's not anything that's there to pick up, you pick it up. She might pick up the pick, or she might pick up the deal. So I'll have to figure out a way of not allowing you to pick up certain items if they're not needed. Maybe. Then again, since she does get recaptured, that they'll probably return the items back to the table so that it's there. I didn't think about that. But anyways, let's see, you half empty wine glasses and um, a third one has what looks to be a wine bucket with an ice pick uh, laying leaning up against its sides. Let's see something here. Okay. All right. A third, a wine bucket with an ice pick inside. Yeah, this. There we go. Um, hit one. To go back to the staircase. Okay. So there's that. Okay, so now we're at the staircase, and the question here is, hmm, okay. Hmm, let me think. Uh, okay. Back at the staircase, turns around and goes further in. Behind it. Um, let's see. On the left wall, more wine faces. Um, let's see. What would be on the right besides the dumb waiter? Okay. And on the right, there's a long table. Where the table ends, there's dumb waiter. Appears to go up. Now, what's this one? She goes. Okay, so she's got. I'm gonna have her climb inside over here, and then here is when she's gonna get out. And this has a little, yeah. Okay, so that's gonna be the end, and then this is gonna be the thing with the closet, the empty room, the map room, the three different places she can go, and then um yeah. Hoping the dumb waiter will eventually be called. She climbs inside. She wraps her cloak around her tightly and covers herself up. Just then, the dumb waiter starts to move. Hit 1 to continue. That's pretty easy. Yeah, we're doing stuff. And yeah. Okay. So all right. So now we got that part out of the way, right? Way out. Okay. This is just a continuation to this, right? Okay. And let's take out that. Wait a second. Wait, what? Where is it? Oh, weird. The J goes. Oh, I see the words go right up into the. Huh. Into that red line. Okay, never mind. All right. So now let's. We're gonna save the room data. Oh, whoa. I see. It was slow because there's too much in the output. Okay. That's why I hope to get the layout tool done sometime. I am sitting here. What time is it? Oh, right. I got to 2:40 before I break. Okay, so here's the thing. Now, it appears like there's only one person in here, which is. Let's see something here. Mm, I'm streaming. Uh, so I'm streaming right now. Okay, so here. Okay, so here's the deal. EO. Um, working on the game this way is pretty boring, I guess. I mean, I assume it's boring. I don't know from my end. From my end, it's just it's stuff I have to do, and I think um when people see me typing stuff in, they don't care. I mean, it's like not a big deal, right? Honestly, I see a lot of game dev. Well, not a lot. I see a few game dev streams, and they most of them only have a handful of people too. Some of them are really good. There's a guy working on like a remaster, so to speak, of the original Unreal game, not tournament, the actual first player one, where you wake up on a crashed prison ship and you you're exploring this new planet and stuff. Anyways, so he's remaking Unreal, and he's got like 30 people watching at the time. and I just always kind of wonder, but partly it's because Unreal was a cool game and they could see him remaking the game. So honestly, um, where is that? Oh, somebody else in the point and click. Charles the Deb. This is keep on pushing. These days, the time doesn't really align with my schedule, but uh, well, that's nice of you, dude. Um, Charles the Deb. That's sure. Hop in whenever you see me. Usually weekdays, 11:30, um, and 30 Eastern U.S. time, 30 a.m. a.m. Um, and whenever it feels like it. But yeah, um, consistency, I think, is the one thing I can do. Although the times actually fluctuate. Um, but I try to stay consistent. Uh, okay. Anyways, let's go ahead and okay, so all right. Okay, so the deal here is of course people have times that they can go on and other times they can't. You got work, you got school, you got other streams, you got some game playing to do, whatever, leisure time, whatever. Um, but okay, so one of the major things that I think is a big deal is progress. What I was doing, looks like my wheels are on my chair wheels. By the way, I got some Amazon gift card stuff in for Christmas, and so I'm getting like a new desk and a new chair. This chair keeps collapsing, and it's a gaming chair anyways. It's not really an office chair, so here, I'll just react with another thumb up. Um, okay, so my biggest thing when I was like producing videos, I was just kind of doing tutorials. I did some sketches. I did a little bit of Blender, some basic modeling. It's pretty crappy. Um, and those are all boring. I got 600 videos. You can actually go and see them if you want to. Um, and I kind of realized that really there were now those were videos. Those weren't streaming though. But I realized that I wasn't making that much progress. Well, this new phase system that I'm doing right now, I actually have progress. I have a goal. Um, my current time goal is by the end of March. For first pass of phase one. I'm gonna do two passes. I'm gonna do this is the event pass, which is the just stuff that happens, what happens, and then the narrative pass will be afterwards. Will be written like a story, so that you can read it like a story. Um, but I have a definite timeline, a deadline for the first pass of phase one, and I have progress. You know, I got chapters, which now there's only 19 chapters. Um, but I'm on chapter 5, so so 1/4 of it, and so I'm definitely making progress. There's definitely some traction happening, right? Um, but it's still probably boring just to see me like talk with ChatGPT about some sort of logics, believability, plausibility, whatever, or to help me come up with ideas. And I realize I'm gonna have to do something visual soon, and um, okay, nothing saved. That's good. Um, so I'm contemplating. Okay, so the reason I'm just kind of sitting here right now instead of working, like maybe I should just go ahead and work and not worry about this today being boring and do the thing I'm gonna do tomorrow or next week or something. But I'm thinking of doing something to add some visual interest in there. And the the one idea that I had earlier, and it just requires me to start working, is start sketching stuff or start doing drawing exercises or whatever, record them off the desktop, and then play them in the background while I'm doing this other stuff. This other boring stuff has to get done, and I don't work on the game offline. I, I have to be on, or I have to be streaming to work on the game. Part of it's because of the documentation process. Even though YouTube could like delete my account at any time and remove all those the VODs of the streams. I still It's still like a documentation of it. So part of it's the documentation. The other part is I want people to watch it. Obviously I would be streaming if I didn't want people to watch it, right? So that's the deal. But I have to add some visual interest. So I'm thinking what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start taking these feature pages and I'm going to try to sketch the scene or as I'm picturing it when I'm trying to figure out logistics or how something's supposed to look or where something's supposed to be put. And I haven't decided whether or not I want to do that right now for the rest of chapter 5 or if I want to wait till I'm on chapter 6, for instance, when I start a new chapter um, to actually start sketching stuff. Because right here, um, Um, okay, so the princess is now in the dumbwaiter. I've already set up basically how in my head how I want it. I've even did a little sketch on in Blender, by the way. I still haven't downloaded Blender 5.0 yet, which I'm going to do for sure. It's just it's not a priority right this second. Um, so maybe I should just go ahead and start pulling up. Uh, the thing here is okay. Now she doesn't explore the cellar here. Now she's getting off of it. The Okay, so I am not going to put a lot of like the dramatic moments. That's for the narrative pass, anyways. This is the event pass, so maybe I'll put the thing in here that happens though, which is it stops at the kitchen because apparently the cook has called it up and she has some food prepared, and so she shoves the tray into the dumbwaiter without really seeing uh, the princess. It's big enough that she can fit, but she's also petite enough that she can kind of crouch down and she doesn't take up that much room. And then she's got her kind of her dark green cloak. She's from her realm's called Verdance because it's mostly green. It's a lot of trees and a lot of greenery, you know. And so her whole realm's color, her lands are green as their kind of like their national color, you might say, or whatever. So she's wearing a dark green cloak, and she wraps it around her tightly. And because it's kind of dark in there, and because the cook only lifts the thing halfway, that doesn't really see her, when the guards come and get the food, they don't really pay attention either. They just kind of open it part way, uh, almost to where you could see her, and then they grab the tray and then they go off on their merry way to another room or whatever. And but all that is just kind of fluff, sort of, for this event deal. And anyways, let's see. And the okay, so in this one I said the okay, so just gonna finish this deal up here, but maybe I'll whip out the blender grease pencil and um try to sketch, say, the hallway. There's not really much to sketch, but I'll start doing that just so we can have something to look at. Uh, Hoping the dumbwaiter starts to move. Okay, so it started to move in that last one. Uh, the After a short few minutes, the dumbwaiter stops, and the door is opened. Uh, part way. The cook shoves a tray in, not really paying attention to the fact there's something in the dumbwaiter. She then closes the door back and sends it upward. When it stops again, the door slides open partially, and a couple of hands pull the tray out and close the door. Uh, when the princess hears the guards moving away down the hall, she decides to peek out. The hallway appears empty. And she climbs out to hopefully search for a way out. Okay. Now this is where we're going to actually insert some cards here, some pages. But let's go ahead. What I'll try to do is, and I don't know how this is going to affect my development time. It might slow it way down, but uh, if nobody's watching because me talking about stuff is not very exciting or very interesting, then I need to make it more interesting. So that's one way I can do that. Do I want to? I guess I can do it from here instead of from. I did this as a separate deal. Maybe Now this is supposed to be a diagram of the kitchen and a diagram of the wine cellar. There's not a diagram underneath here. This is about where the dumbwaiter is, and this is a little tasting alcove. I said there were three there. We'll put a third guy in there. That. And maybe what I'll just do is let's see. I'll just leave it GEL Kitchen. GEL stands for Grand Enchanted Landian, which is the name of the hotel. Um, so let me see if I can remember how to insert keyframe, jump to keyframe. Okay, if I remember right, if you start drawing, it should create a new frame, I think. Could be wrong though. So let's just, I'm just going to draw something. I'm going to draw, we'll start with the hallway. Let's see if this, yeah, there we go. Actually, I want to turn onion skinning off too, because I'm not actually doing an animation. I'm doing, like, each page is going to be its own, oh, not composite, not that. Where is the onion skinning part thing here? Not that. I don't really know. Show overlays. I see. I think onion skin is onion skinning here. Animations, grid floor geometry. No, it's not here, is it? I mean, I could shut it off with that, but oh, there we go. Let's take off onion skinning right now because we don't need to onion skin currently. All right, so here, let's just erase this. See, I have this. Okay, so I have my desk. I have my tablet in front of my lap. That's not really very very natural for my arm. More natural would be if I put it to the right, so I can do that. And I don't have any control of my line. So here, let me show you how. If I do that, now obviously doing one slow line like that is going to be like that, right? It's going to be crooked and whatever. That's actually not bad, considering that sometimes, you know, see if I do that, it's just me doing like one stroke, right? I can even do it really fast. And like I said, I have no control, which means I guess I need to do some exercises. You know, see, I'm not gonna do exercise here, but I'm just trying to show you that see the lines are all over the place. You know, I could do the thing where I do a sketchy line, you know, and that's basically it's using my wrist, you know. I don't know. I don't know if I can even, you know, get it. I don't know if I can even get it. I wonder how you clear everything. That's what I want to know. I keep forgetting because I don't know how you can like clear a page out that you're working on. Okay, I'm just gonna have to draw it the best I can draw it, and just realize it's gonna look really stupidly crappy. At least maybe until I can get some. Yeah, I don't know. I wonder if there's a good way of making sure that you eventually don't do that, you know? And turn it around just so I can uh so I can do whoa whoa whoa. What happened? Why? That's just 10. Okay. So what, how come it's on like eraser right now or something somehow? What did I do? Where is the dang I think I see what I did though. Interesting. File, revert, revert. Now, okay. That's because this is the one I'm on, right? Pencil. Alright, let's do this again. Okay, and let's turn the unscaling back off again. Okay, and I guess we're gonna do this kind of sort of thing, right? This is a, well, this is a bow tie. How do you like my bow tie? Alright, bow tie. Okay, it's not really a bow tie. It's just a really badly drawn hallway. See what I'm talking about? It's horrible, and it's not horrible. Just like if you give me a pencil and paper, I can draw decently, and it's not really much of a problem, or as much of a problem, I guess. Anyways, so we're gonna have some doors here. So door, that, door, that. Okay, I don't know. Okay, I don't know how many doors that is. That's 4 doors. I don't know if that's what I would have. Here is the closet door. Be like this. Okay. Little doorknob. Okay, and then these are like regular doors. I guess. I don't know if the heights are right or anything like that. That really seems like a tall ceiling, but that's the way that goes, right? So down here, of course, there's a staircase. So the back staircase. So uh, like that. Okay. You can't really see it, but it's the end of the staircase. Something like that. Okay, so they walk up here and they walk down here, right? Or vice versa. Okay. Let's see. What did I say about door? We're gonna we're gonna give these like these are not really supposed to be like doorknobs. They're supposed to be like kind of like you know, little the little latch thing, you know, little thumb deal. Okay, that's the only one with the. It's interesting. We usually have here in the U.S. We usually have uh let's see no, that's right, the right side. So, and honestly, this should be on the right side, but we'll just do this. That we'll just do the little. It's not even really supposed to look like anything, not really. But that's sort of the idea there. Okay, so sort of the idea here is this is the way the hallway looks, right? I don't know if you can even see that because I'm using this. Ooh, I'm using this pencil kind of deal. Okay. Okay, so this is all right. Maybe the hallway be longer, I don't know. But these first 2 doors are rooms, and then there might be a room number here. 1, 2. 5, 6, 7, or something. And here, doesn't really look like a 3, but do that. Okay, so what is? Oh, that's okay. That's that. Okay. Um, so that's kind of the setup. I mean, there's not really much to say there, right? There's not even much to do that's interesting there, really. Okay, let's save this anyways, though. Um, so that's just your basic hallway. I mean, there's nothing big, you know. So to the left, so here let's just do a little diagram here. Uh, empty room. That's empty room. And this is map room. Okay. And this is of course closet. Closet. Maybe it's a broom closet. Just assume it's a broom closet. Actually, the staircase should be behind a door. There should actually be a door in back here, and you shouldn't see the staircase from here. So let's just here, let's make these like those double door things. You know, something like that. Okay, and that's not an elevator; it's just a double door to another compartment or another thing outside. Here, put little porthole windows, and look at my awesome artwork. Is it awesome or what? I think it's most excellent. It's the most excellent this artwork ever. Okay, so now let's get back. Whoop, what? Whoop, what? Whoop. Okay, there. Let's get back to this now. Um. Okay. So, I mean, that isn't really going to cut it for interest. It's not going to really keep people interested. All it's going to do is going to keep me from making some real progress here. Uh. Okay. Uh. He starts to walk toward the other end of the hallway and then starts hearing voices behind double doors. He then walks back up to oh yeah, you know what? There's one thing that I didn't think of. Let's see. Decides to peek out. Okay. Um, the dumb waiter. Let's see. Opens to moving away. Decides to peek out. To a small room with some double doors to which she can see let's see. How does that work? Now, this is where the visualization part comes in again. Okay, so I guess let me go into visualization again here. Let me go into sketching again. It's not it doesn't seem too terribly exciting here, so but I'll do it anyways. Let's actually add. Let's just go to a new frame. Now, okay, so this is a double door, and then, well, actually, this shouldn't be the. Yeah, this is gonna be open. Actually, this is gonna be open. I realized something here. Let's do something here. Let's say that the stairs are in here. Um, we have a staircase. Uh, it goes up and then okay. So there's uh, a staircase that comes down. Okay, I don't know how to do this. Staircase that goes down and a staircase that goes up, right? So actually, if we were to look out here, okay, so this is the hallway of the rooms, but past this is some more thing here, and this has some stairs coming down here, like that. So these would be stairs that comes down. Obviously, it's a bad drawing and it's a bad kind of representation here, but so the back and then right here, these stairs here, we'll just put this little railing here, and we'll do the same thing here. So basically, down here, and this little tiny area is actually downstairs, and this tiny area in front here is also downstairs. In fact, that's a pretty bad representation of that. So let's kind of fix that a little bit. Whoop, I got it. Hope I didn't change anything. Okay. Okay. All right. Like that. All right. So that is because this down here, these are part of stairs like that. I mean, yeah, it's not a very great idea for stairs, but it's just kind of the idea, right? So the idea is that these are downstairs, these are upstairs. Over here is a door, like double door here, okay, and a little thing to push. Okay, so that's really that what that is that that's a door that leads to a small room. Okay, so I don't know if I should do it on the same page, but I'm going to go ahead and do it on the same page here. Uh, this here is the small room. Okay, so this represents a room here. What would be behind these doors? Um, they have these stairs here are basically guest stairs, and then anything back behind here, there's hallways and there's extra different staircases and stuff behind there. And so this is sort of the same way with here. So we're looking at the side, and let's just go ahead and do this like so, and then I don't know if people are going to be watching here because when I look on the deal, okay, I'm going to assume that two of them are me. That means there's only one here, and then there's another one that keeps popping in, and so I'm um, not that they would necessarily be able to watch all the time or whatever. They might have reasons that they're not watching, but if I see the numbers keep on popping in and out, sometimes it'll go up to 5, it'll go back down to 3. That sort of thing shows me that maybe it's just because it's not very interesting, right? Uh, hey guys. Uh, okay, so this is what we're looking at, right? So we're gonna have we're gonna have the double door here. This would be our end of the well, darn it. See, I don't have any control. That's the problem here. I need to I need to do like tons of practicing. I need to do is straight lines and tons of straight lines, like tons and tons and tons of them. Um, okay, so let's just say we have two porthole windows here. We have the kind of the push pad thing here. Okay, and this goes out. So um, if I were to um, this is looking in, right? So let's do a faint line here. This is a faint line. Uh, and let's not do that. Let's do it up here. So we have, let's say we have this faint line here. Let's say this represents uh, behind the dumbwaiter. So maybe you only see this much, right? Um, I'm just doing this to explain to anybody that's watching at this time what I'm trying to look at. So basically, there's these rooms, right? And honestly, there's going to be like a hallway here or something else. It's not just going to be a closed off room, but just for sake of explaining what I'm thinking. Okay, so she pops out here. Um, oh, I didn't think about that. That wouldn't be like that, would that? That would not be. You know why I say that? Because she's coming from the side. Okay, she's coming. She's in the dumbwaiter is actually in the side. So this is actually in the side. So what we're looking at is we're looking at the double doors will be on this side, for instance, right? And then down here might be another hallway or something. It might not just be a room, but you won't be able. They won't be able to see it, right? So there could be like this whole hallway behind here. So this could actually have a hallway here. Um, and that would be a hallway into the picture, right? So that would be like, for instance, like this. This is the room here. The double doors are on this side. That. Let's draw a line. And shoot, just to get this kind of control, I'm squeezing on the stupid stylus too much. Anyways, it looks like it's about ready. Time for my break here, but let's just go ahead and we're just, yeah, I know they look really crappy, but not much I could do here. Okay, so this is where she'd go down. The hallway is to her left. Okay, the right has there's a back wall. I don't know. Maybe there's a staircase coming up here or something. Like it's a back staircase, right? So they can go to the different levels. Um, and so then you got the double doors, but the double doors here is a full hallway, and then the end of the hallway is the exact same thing, right? So this is her looking out of the dumbwaiter, for instance. So she gets out of here, and then she has to go, and she sees the hallway down there. Um, the only thing is I want her to go down this hallway. I want her to go through the double doors, not go through the servant's hallway right there. So I mean, I could have a staircase, a door and a staircase in the back. In fact, maybe it's locked because maybe it's a servant's. topic. That's okay. Wait, what's going on here? I can read that discussion here. Uh, uh, okay. Why no redot streamers? Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I am streaming. I'm streaming. In fact, I gotta go on my break now, though. So, actually, maybe I should go ahead and type that in there because, um, um, yeah, but I need to go on break. So that's typically when I shut off the stream and do a part two after. Um, but let me paste it for you because I'm only going to be gone for 10 minutes. But since I split the streams up into two parts, I'm going to do that here. Okay, so let me find the link. The link's usually in self promo, so here, let's go in my self promo. Copy, and then let's go back to where's that? Okay. So so there. Link here. I'm shutting off this stream. I'll be back in about 10 minutes. Okay. So thanks for watching part one. It's a shortened day, so then I'll be back in about 10 minutes.